Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and I am back, and it's been a busy day. Very eventful, but very successful day. And guys, I'm a little embarrassed to have to make this video. I have said I'm going to stay out of YouTube drama, and I do mean it, but this is a problem I have to nip in the butt right now. Because I woke up this morning and I had several private messages accusing me of being anti-Semitic, accusing me of being a bigot, of hating Jewish people. I got called a Nazi. And at first I didn't know what in the hell was going on, and I had to do a little digging and find out what people had seen, because I thought this was really bizarre, all things considered, as you guys are about to find out when I reveal a little bit about my family history in this video. And of course now I'm going to get some other haters when I actually reveal that I'm part Jewish. Juden! So I had to do some digging, and apparently as a fallout to my videos about the amino acid spiking, Lobliner kind of flipped his shit a little bit on his Facebook, and he was talking a little smack, and Norton came on, and you guys all know about the history there. There's no need for me to cover all of that. And they got in a discussion there, and they were talking about the bigoted and anti-Semitic messages they had both gotten as a result of my followers. And Norton basically insinuated, enough so that I got hate mail over it, that because I attract those type of followers, clearly that shows what type of person I am, that I am attracting bigoted and anti-Semitic followers. That is essentially accusing me of being anti-Semitic. And the fucked up part is that Lobliner agreed with him, and Lobliner already knows this about my family because he and I talked about this a year ago. And therefore both of these guys know, as Jews, under their rules and the way things work in Judaism, that technically, now I don't consider myself a Jew because I'm not religious. I don't follow any of this stuff. It's not something I concern myself with or think about. I don't consider myself Jewish in any way, but according to basically Jewish law, I'd be considered a Jew. And here's why: because my mother's mother's mother was an Orthodox Jew. She had to convert to Christianity because she fell in love with my great-grandfather, and his family were extremely devout Baptist, and they wouldn't let my great-grandfather marry a Jew. She converted to Christianity. She passed a lot of those same traditions down and still basically raised my grandmother Jewish, even though she was raised Christian also. And then my mother converted back to Judaism. I had been a couple generations back in the family. Before my mother passed away, she made this decision as an adult. After, I was already grown, my mother converted to Judaism. And she was a practicing Jew for about 8 years before she died. And she was very, very religious about it. It was a pretty big deal to her. And, enough so that I respected my mother's choice to do that, enough so that when she passed away, I went and took her mezuzah off the door, and I had put it on my front door, and I had it there for several years after she died. So I even put my mother's mezuzah on the front door. And essentially, I guess my question to Norton and Lobliner, who were basically just spewing this out of vitriol and hatred, is, are you guys saying that I hated my great-grandmother? Or are you guys accusing me of hating my dead mother? What the fuck, guys? And the thing is, this is coming from a pair of guys who go on and on, despite the fact that they're in the supplement industry, who go on and on about integrity and ethics, and they just accuse someone who they know had a Jewish mother of being an anti-Semite, knowing that, and knowing that that's one of the lowest blows, that's one of the cheapest moves you can make ethically, is to accuse someone of being an anti-Semite, particularly when they know what sort of reputation that carries. And they just accused me of being one, knowing full well that back in Nazi Germany I would have been put in Auschwitz. And they know the history behind this word, the amount of hatred that it brings when you accuse someone of being one, knowing my actual family history, because I don't ever talk about it publicly, because it's not something I think about. It's not important to me. It's not part of my identity. So I don't talk about it. And because I don't talk about it, they just decided I was an easy target for this word. I guess maybe it's because I have a shaved head and a Czech last name that people just think I was an easy target for that. Yeah, some ethics and integrity, guys, appreciate it. I think that pretty well sums it up. So everyone who's sending me the hate mail of calling me an anti-Semite, there's a story. I don't hate my dead mother. I love her very, very, very much. And I love my grandmother and my great-grandmother. I love all of them very, very deeply. I do not hate them, I swear. And so now then I'll get all the hate mail from the other group. All right, guys, I just wanted to clarify that and make sure that this was perfectly clear, that it's not even conceivable that I'm an anti-Semite in light of what I just told you. Unless everyone wants to assume that I actually hate my mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother. All right, guys, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time, and I promise the very next video I put out will be informative, and we won't have to hopefully clear up any more of this bullshit. But let me give you guys a bicep shot before I go. Oh.